I really don't know who gave you this idea of you sleeping in Nigeria and waking up in Biafra, December 2nd, 2024. Is that what Simeon Ekpa has been telling you guys on your WhatsApp group? Just listen to yourself, bro. You sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra. Maybe in your dream. Maybe, just maybe. Because according to the news I saw last week after his arrest, they said Simeon Ekpa denied Biafra. They said Simeon Ekpa said he is a content creator. I'm not sure if that news is real, because I personally feel like Simeon Ekpa will never deny Biafra, But if truly Simeon Ekpa says he's a content creator, then I feel sorry and I feel ashamed on his behalf, and I feel sorry for his followers, people who actually believed in Simeon Ekpa. Good evening to you all, wherever you're watching from. In Africa, Europe, America, or Asia. First of all, I want to say congratulations to the indigenous people of Biafra. A few days ago, they came together, the Biafrans all over the world came together and had a conference in Finland, where they declared the Republic of Biafra, the 40 states of Biafra, or should we say the 40 United States of Biafra. So congratulations once again on the independence of Biafra. So it's so funny that some people actually came together from all over the world to declare Biafra. And when you look at these people, you actually find out that they are well learned. These people are well exposed, well traveled, well educated, and these people actually believed that Simeon Ekpa I'm sorry for laughing. These people believe that Simeon Ekpa, can actually bring them Biafra. Simeon Ekpa. I saw a news last week. I don't know how true the news was, when Simeon Ekpa was arrested in Finland. And he said he's just a content creator. That is funny, but I'm not so sure that is true. Fake news, travels really quick, so it might be fake. But if Simeon Ekpa of all people actually said he is a content creator, then I don't know what to say to his followers. Now let's talk about the 40 states of Biafra. Let's look at Nigeria today. Nigeria is a country with more than 200 million people, 36 states, and they still find it difficult to even cater for the old 36 states. Biafra, on the other hand, would be less than a state with, let's say, 40 million people, and Simeon Ekpa single-handedly created 40 states. 40 states. Bro, America is like 300 and something million people. I'm not even sure they have more than 50 states, right? Let's discuss something. Would Simeon Ekpa arrest the real Biafra? No, it will not derail Biafra. Or will it actually kill the Biafra dream? No, it's impossible, because this Biafra thing is an ideology, and millions of people have that same ideology. Nnamdi Kanu was put in jail for like 4 years now. Simeon Ekpa came out, he replaced Nnamdi Kanu. If Simeon Ekpa is being locked up, someone else will replace Simeon Ekpa in no time. So it's an ideology. You can't kill the idea of Biafra. But the thing is, each time I look at Simeon Ekpa, I see someone who have no idea of what he's doing. I see Simeon Ekpa as someone who, started tweeting a lot of things about Biafra, and suddenly he started gaining traction, and he felt like, okay, I think it's a good idea if I just keep pushing. It's like someone who actually does not even know what he was doing to begin with, but suddenly people started pushing him, and he was like, okay, I think a lot of people want this. Why not, keep pushing? And suddenly, Simeon Ekpa is where he is today. I think Simeon Ekpa as a person overrated himself. Even the IGBO'S who supported Simeon Ekpa overrated Simeon Ekpa. That is just my take. Because according to the news I saw last week after his arrest, they said Simeon Ekpa denied Biafra. They said Simeon Ekpa said he is a content creator. I'm not sure if that news is real, because I personally feel like Simeon Ekpa will never deny Biafra, But if truly Simeon Ekpa says he's a content creator, then I feel sorry, and I feel ashamed on his behalf, and I feel sorry for his followers, people who actually believed in Simeon Ekpa. I have said this countless times, and I will keep repeating the same thing. The only thing Simeon Ekpa will bring to the southeast is destruction, not Biafra. Destruction. It's happening already. People are destroying their own people. Imagine an Igbo man destroying people's properties just because they failed to obey Simeon Ekpa's order. And one thing you really don't realize when you call yourself a freedom fighter, or when you think you are fighting for the people, is you can't let the people you claim to be fighting for go against you. It's beginning to happen. A lot of people are beginning to turn against Simeon Ekpa, because a lot of Igbos are against the sit-at-home order, and each time people actually do not obey that order, people come in place to, enforce the sit-at-home on, people who refused to obey the sit-at-home order. You can't say you are fighting for them and, you maim them, you destroy their properties, and you just deal with them the way you want just because you think they do not follow your orders. That is not how it works. What is the difference between you and the Nigerian governments you criticize so bad? That is the same thing the government has been doing for long. Keeping people silent, making sure they suppress you, making sure they oppress you. You are doing the same thing. No difference whatsoever, irrespective of what you think you are fighting for. And Simeon Ekpa demands that are impossible to meet. He's asking for the Nigerian government to recall every institution, out of the southeast. I mean, does that even make any sense? Because the last time I checked, Southeast Nigeria is not Biafran nation. Southeast Nigeria is Southeast Nigeria. Southeast Nigeria is still being referred to as Igbo land. You can't just wake up and say, oh, the Nigerian government should, pull out their institutions. They should pull out, the soldiers, the Nigerian police, the FRSC, all these institutions out of the Southeast Nigeria. It does not make any sense. That demand can never be met. I really don't know who gave you this idea of you sleeping in Nigeria and waking up in Biafra December 2nd, 2024. Is that what Simeon Ekpa has been telling you guys on your WhatsApp group? Just listen to yourself, bro. You sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra. Maybe in your dream. Maybe, just maybe. This has happened before. The only thing you need to do is to just check the history of Nigeria. Civil war happened before, and we know how it ended. We don't really want civil war again in Nigeria. And I see a lot of people, a lot of young people coming to say, okay, we are ready for war. Okay, we are going to deal with the Nigeria Defense Forces. I mean, it's okay. Talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. You can talk as much as you want. But I keep saying the only people calling for war are people who haven't seen war. If you've seen war, if you've experienced war one way or another, you won't be, out there calling for war. Because, bro, war is not what you just think it is. You know when a war is going to break out. You know when it's going to start. You know when the first bullet is going to be shot. But when the last bullet is going to be shot, you do not know. 5 years, 10 years, you don't know. And millions of people will die. And let's say after we fight each other, after millions of Nigerians have died, and still there is no Biafra. So what happens then? So we need to think and think again. War is not the option. I know you want Biafra, fine. But it's not up to me to give you Biafra, even though I would love you to have Biafra. So one thing I want you to realize is the only way you are going to get Biafra is to rally around your corrupt politicians, because unless those guys are involved in the fight for Biafra, unless those people support your cause for Biafra, it's never going to happen. Because at the end of the day, they are your leaders. At the end of the day, they are the ones who are going to append their signatures. So I don't know how you are going to go about that, but you need to bring them on board. You need to get them involved, because that is the only way you can get Biafra. And those guys are the only people who can free Nnamdi Kanu. I still don't know why Nnamdi Kanu is in jail, because he's not found guilty of any crime. Yet he has spent like 3 years in jail. That shows how useless your leaders are. Your leaders from the southeast, they are so useless. One of their son has been in jail for 3 years. Not guilty of any crime, yet he's still in jail. I know some of you will come to the comment section to abuse and to, maybe insult me, but that is not a problem. I'm used to that. Some of you will say, you are a Yoruba boy, stay away from Biafra issue. What is your business? You are a betrayer. You are being paid by the Nigerian government. Well, say whatever you want to say, bro. In Yoruba, we say Iwo falenu, which means your mouth is your slave. So do whatever you want with it. That is not a problem. So thank you all for watching this video, and if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor by smashing the like and subscribe button. I remain Ayotade, your favorite Yoruba boy. See you guys on the next one. Peace out.